Well, good morrow, my friends, and welcome to Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. I love you, you love me. There's mutual glorious affection. Please make sure that you're liking and subscribing everywhere that the show is played, specifically over on YouTube, youtube.com/Shakespeare Approves. Go like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the fun stuff. And also, if you're watching it on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. Like, subscribe, do all of the things there. And if you are an Amazon Prime member, then you can even get, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can even get a free subscription for a month to us. So go do that. And you can even support Nat21 Adventures by going to patreon.com/Nat21Adventures, doing that. But that's on twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures. You can also watch my show live on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Shakespeare.approves. Go do that. Yeah. Most of my social media is on the .approves. And on my side of the thing here, it looks a little glitchy. So I don't know what that's about. Hopefully that will end. And I'm going to ask off-screen wife to please turn off your Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, love. Our house is being weird. So I don't know what that is. Maybe we just need to reset everything. But you can also follow me on all of my other socials. Linktree/Shakespeare.approves. Most of my socials are Shakespeare.approves. So linktree.e/Shakespeare.approves. How is everybody doing today? It is so lovely to have all of you here. I'm going to put my specs on because I am a specky git. And we have Sir David Percival. Howdy. Kathy Evans over on the YouTube. Good morrow. London Fog is here on Twitch. Good morrow. Screaming Dragon. London Fog saying, look and sound decent, video skipping a little. Yeah, that's what I was referring to, the video skipping. Just some guy in Tennessee having the best advice of all, just dropping a few frames, maybe go to Michael's and pick up some more. Michael's frames are very expensive. I don't know if you realize that. Tom Foolery over on Facebook. Good morrow. So somebody's watching on all of the platforms right now. But we are here, my friends, to write a sonnet. So how does it work? Why are we here? What are we doing? Why are we doing it? Well, let's get into it. A sonnet, my friends, is a 14-line poem. It is done in iambic pentameter. That's 10 syllables per line, with 3 4-line stanzas. The first line, line A, rhymeth with the third line, line C. The second line, line B, rhymeth with the fourth line, line D. And you repeat that formula for all 3 stanzas. It closes all off with a rhyming couplet. That's 2 lines that go with each other. And as I said at the beginning of this, it is done in iambic pentameter. That's 10 syllables per line. And what's the example of that? Well, you want it to go to the tone of ba 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 ba. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Each of those 2-syllable phrases is called an iamb. It's a metrical foot consisting of 1 short or unstressed syllable followed by 1 long or stressed syllable. And that's basically it. I mean, do we need to remember that for the entire time? No, of course we don't. Is it helpful? Yes. And if you're really getting into the theory of all of it, then yeah, it is. But we're not doing that here today. We just trying to create some laughter, enjoying our lives, and have a little bit of ha-has. You can also go to 11 syllables, which is called hendacasyllabic, your SAT word of the day, if the need arises. If we go a little too long, we can cut things down. If we go a little too short, we can build it up. Clear as mud? Let's open our document. So right here, we have our document that says Ode to. For every sonnet is an ode to something. And this sonnet shall be no different. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Thank you for the bless, and excuse me, my friends. And here we are. So our sonnet shall be no different. It is an ode to something. So what are we writing about? throw your suggestions into the comments. Now, last week, we wrote an ode to our dear emotional support bot, Lady Prudence. And let's read that right now for an example of what we're doing today. An ode to the emotional support bard. Uplifting verses to brighten our day. She plays with me, it is her preferred sport. Music is her special ability. Fair Prudence, our emotional support. She is our bard, no matter where she goes, a bright, sparkling rainbow in human form. Songs for all occasions, yes, she knows. Stand out, you were not made just to conform. Musical joy carries love through the air. Armed with her trusty guitar or her harp, the notes she plucks make you forget every care. They bolster, uplift, and warm all our hearts. With a voice like a lark, 'tis fair to say, huzzah, make way, 'tis Lady Prudence Day. So we wrote a really good poem last time. And what are we writing about this time? Throw your suggestions into the comments as I do some ads here, my friends. It is going to be an excellent poem no matter what we decide, because they virtually always are. But while we are getting our suggestions of what we're writing about in our comments, let's talk about some stuff. So you can go to coffee.com/Shakespeare. That's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare and buy me a cup of coffee. Let's have a nice noisy slurp right now. Oh, that's good internet audio. I don't care who you are. Also, let's do some other British ASMR. Mind the gap. Jammy Dodgers. Mary Poppins. We had to do some Dick Van Dyke right there because he has the most authentic English accent that has ever existed, ever. Dick Van Dyke, and I love that man. May he live for another 100 more. But like in a really healthy way. Like I don't want him to just be like this decrepit walking skeleton. I want him to at the very least be a tap dancing skeleton. So there's that. What? I'm talking about Dick Van Dyke. The man's 100 years old. He's a century. Let him alone. Yes. Like what are you playing at over here? It's ridiculous. All right. That was the voice of off-screen wife that you may or may not have heard. You just might have heard my side of the argument. But you can go to coffee.com/Shakespeare and I will not just accept a cup of coffee. I will write you a sonnet. For instance, one of these lovelies right here. And you can also become a Patreon of the Arts by going to patreon.com/Shakespeare and join the Wall of Honor right here. Oh, Wall of Honor. And yeah, just basically help support me in this. You folks really do help keep the show going, and it is incredibly appreciated. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you. How many times can I say appreciated or some variant of it? It's appreciative, appreciating. Yes. So go do that. I need more coffee. Let's have a nice noisy slurp one more time. Good internet audio. And also you can buy my albums. I have 2 albums. I'm starting to work on a third. You can go over to bandcamp.com. So shakespeareapproves.bandcamp.com to get my albums. Are you there, God? It's me, Shakespeare, and Those Midsummer Nights, Shakespeare's Summertime Study Guide. So go buy my albums. It's fun. And let's see what we're talking about today with our sonnet. All right. So London Fog is requesting something happy. My soul needs to be soothed. Yeah, I like that. Ode to uplifting words. Saying, screaming, drumming, uplifting words is the vote. All right. Uplifting words. All right, my friends. Uplifting words it is. Throw your line suggestions into the comments. Remember, our aim is 10 syllables per line. And if you're a little short, we can make them longer. We can fluff them out. If they're a little long, we can shorten it. 11 syllables is also acceptable. Ode to uplifting words. All right. There's a fantastic quote from Star Trek from the original series. I want to get right on this. Let's see. It's from the City on the Edge of Forever. Kirk says it to Edith Keeler. I just want to get the quote exactly right. Star Trek. Let me help. Quote. There we go. Oh, right. All right. Kirk says, let me help. 100 years or so from now, I believe, a famous novelist will write a classic using that theme. He'll recommend those 3 words, even ever, I love you. And then he lets her die. I mean, a little bit later. So there's that. I mean, he does it for humanity. He does it for the Federation. You know what? Don't judge me. Don't judge. Listen, he had to do it. It was the right thing. Like, it's still one of the greatest episodes of science fiction ever written. And why are you judging me? I mean, seriously, like, you know what? I'm just going to have a cup of coffee. That's what I'm going to do here. You can sit there and your judginess. I'm just going to be here imagining starships and all of that. That wasn't a noisy slurp. That was just a sip for my own emotional needs. That's what that was. Yeah. Am I melting down? I might be. I don't know. Here we go. Some good lines coming in. London Fog saying, a compliment or just a turn of phrase that shows you were listening to me. I like that. That is very nicely done. All right, what is that? Abomination. With a few happy words brighten their day. That's very nice, Screaming Dragon. No judges. Thank you. I appreciate that you weren't being judgy and you were all nerds. I appreciate you. But you know what? Sometimes I take things too far. I do. I can admit this about myself. Yeah. All right. Saying Kathy Evans, we all need a kind word once in a while. All right. All right. We are off to a good start. London Fog. I'm not sure if you realize this, but when you said something happy, requesting something happy, that's 10 syllables. Something happy. My soul needs to be soothed. We'll put that in. That might be the title of this poem as well. We all need a kind word once in a while, a compliment, just a turn of praise that shows you are listened. A smile can go a long way. Try it. Words that lift you up, oh, what crescendo, improving mood, state of mind, or ego, says the professional writer, tomfoolery. Lift you up. Proverbing. Gesundheit, off-screen wife. Let's see here. Let's see. In the meantime, my friends, while we're coming up with more lines to throw in and everything, I would like to remind everybody that we have some fantastic upcoming shows, including I'm going to be at the New Jersey Renaissance Fair this spring, where I'm going to have my goodness gracious, my 20th anniversary show. And that is going to be quite a lot of fun. You want to join me for that. All 4 weekends of the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, I'll be there, but I'm going to have my evening show, my 20th anniversary show, on Saturday, June 6th. And you want to scan that QR code right there, for tickets and information. And you can use my code THEBARD26 to save $5 off of your order. Or if you wanted to save $5 off of each ticket, you have to do many different transactions, but go do that. And also, I'm going to be at the Florida Renaissance Festival for 3 weekends, February 21st through March 8th. So do join for that. Yeah. February 21st through March 9th. So join me if you can in beautiful Deerfield Beach. So that's coming up in just less than 2 weeks now. So join me for that, and I'll be there for 3 weekends. Off-screen wife and the fluff of a took, Pippin is going to be there with me as well. So I mean, he's not going to be at the fair itself. No, he's going to stay at the room. Unless we do take him to the fair, if it's not going to be too hot, we might do that as well, and just like leave him backstage. So it's going to be a delight. All right. Screaming Dragon saying, support each other with words of support. All right. I might change that if we get to it, like to build each other up with words of support. So it's not quite as redundant. Although sometimes redundancy is a great thing, so we shall see. We have a lot we can start working with here. We all need a kind word once in a while is a great start to a stanza, or fantastic end of a stanza. Might be the last line of a stanza, but I think it's a kickoff. We all need a kind word once in a while. Yeah. We all need kind words. We all need a kind word once in a while. Improving mode, state of mind, or ego. like that, right there. Words that lift you up, oh, what crescendo, that'll be the fourth line. And then something rhyming with while. We only need a kind of word once more, improving mood, state of mind, or ego. A compliment, turn of phrase, or a smile. No, because we like that. I like, actually, no, we're gonna keep it that way. Oh, right. We all need a kind word once in a while, improving mood, state of mind, or ego. We're not going to make it an exclamation point like that. Oh, here we go. Supporting notes that can bring on a smile. Supportive notes that can bring on a smile. We all need a kind word once in a while, improving mood, state of mind, or ego. Supportive notes that can bring on a smile. Words that lift you up. Oh, what a crescendo. Ah, I like that. That's a good start. Yes, that is a good start to this. All right. Moving on to our next stanza, my friends. Let's do. I think this is a great way to begin it. A compliment or just a phrase that turn a phrase that shows you are listening to me. With a few happy words, you brighten my days. We're going to take this and adjust it slightly. Brighten my days. Compliment, just a turn of phrase that shows you are listening to me. With a few happy words, you brighten my days. My soul needs to be soothed. Something happy. Let's try that, yeah. My soul needs to be soothed. My soul needs to be soothed. It's 12. My soul needs to be soothed. To be soothed. Speak to me. It's not quite what I'd like, but I like this, but I don't, and it's quite there. But we all need a kind word once in a while, improving mood, state of mind, or ego. Supportive notes that can bring on a smile, words that lift you up. Oh, what crescendo! A compliment or just a turn of phrase that shows that you were listening to me. With a few happy words, you brighten my days. My soul needs to be soothed. Speak to me happy. It should be happily, but I need the happy. Maybe. What? A kind word from a stranger on the train can lead to conversation and new friends. That was not a word. Based on a true story happened to Brian. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. My words express the way that I feel. It's unknown to me how they are received. Yes, good point, Sally. Words do express the way that I feel. It's unknown to me how they are received. Oh, London Fog fixed that line. My soul needs to be smoothed. Speak happily. There we go. There we have it. Thank you. Speak friend and enter. Mellow. There we go. There we have it. This is why we do this collaboratively, my friends. This is my cheers to all of you. And another noisy sip of coffee. Goodness. I do love this so much. All right, let's bring this home. Final verse. Speak friend and enter. Ah, those were happier times. Are we speaking of the end of the third age of Middle Earth? Because those were not very happy times for most people. I mean, you see, there was the War of the Ring going on. It was like the Dark Lord Sauron was again working for at least the second time, if not the third, working to. Oh, those were happier times when the movies came out. Oh, all right. So, all right. Yeah. Here's the thing. Oh, yeah. Do you want to come slightly over here so we can talk a little louder? Or no? All right. Off-screen wife was saying, if you didn't hear, those were happier times when those movies came out. I counterpoint. We were in the war on terror. No, not the war on terror. That no matter what the what was that 43rd president of the United States, Mr. Bush would say, we're on the war on terror. No, the war on terror. There we go, terror. Yeah. That was all of that. Yeah, it was depressing. I mean, these were the one shining point of my life at the time. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like Star Trek Enterprise was not good. No, I had that going on too. That was not. I mean, like there were some shining episodes. Do not get me wrong, but yeah, like this is some truth. We're laying down some truth now. Star Trek Enterprise, mostly crap. And I am a Trekkie. I have a jacket. Is the Enterprise? It was a really great aesthetic. I loved it. There were some great and soaring moments, and then so much of it that was complete and total crap. Like, did we need an explanation for the Klingons looking more like humans in the original series, the 1960s? No. Did we need an explanation for why the Klingons look more like humans, like in the 1960s? That was 2 episodes long. Did we need an augment virus that would stretch over season or arcs to go in and explain why? the Klingons looked more like humans in the original series? Again, no. Did we get James Avery to be the late and great, to be Klingon Uncle Phil? Yes. Klingon Uncle Phil was wonderful. I have no regrets, nor do I have regrets about that. Klingon Uncle Phil was wondrous. I love him. I will not be taking questions at this time. Klingon Uncle Phil forever. Kapla. But yeah, that time in my life, and I don't have any Lord of the Rings stuff I can bring in right now to show, but um, but yeah, I love Lord of the Rings, and maybe looking back fondly at it because I was in my very early 20s when those movies happened, and that's always like the summer of your youth, etc. But from what I remember, the world sucked a lot, and I didn't even have an iPhone because they were several years away from being invented. I know. I know. I barely had a cell phone. I had to pay for minutes. You younger people watching, did you ever have to pay for minutes? I had to pay for minutes. I had to pay per text message. It's like 5 cents a text. It's ridiculous. That the way I text, that racks up. Yeah. No, we do not need this. No. I mean, granted, we did not have Facebook and the hellscape that is Twitter, or anything like that. But we did have some of the best CGI ever and bigger chairs. So you know what? I'm reversing myself. I'm reversing my position. Those were happier times. Yes. Yeah, you know what? I talked myself into it. Between you and me and just ADHD, yeah, I talked myself back into it. Oh, yeah. What? Do you want to come over here and just do this? No, I just want to make sure that you can get picked up here. I know you do. Off-screen wife has a migraine. Yeah. She gets them with a little too much ease. Yeah. All right.
Ask the person who originally said that those are better times. Did they mean when the movies came out?
All right.
Or in the times of the Shire?
All right. So, all right. So, I'm not sure if you heard that. So, if you did, off-screen wife was saying, did you mean the time that the movies came out or the times in the Shire, etc.? London Fog did say, though, I'm just quoting the book, Shakes. Gimli says that. Here's the thing. You know what would have been a funnier statement to that? Gimli a break. Oh. Yeah, off-screen wife just handed me this thing, by the way. I'm not sure if I should show this because you will not be able to unsee it. All right, we're doing it. We're going in for the close-up. Yep, this is happening. Producer says that we're doing it, and by the producer, I mean me. I was gifted this for the holidays. All right, no. Oh, it's a shark. All right, so it's a little Gandalf, but he's like a monster Gandalf. And like, oh, like this, he looks so maybe cute. Like, oh, hey, buddy, how you doing? And his costume is pretty fun. Like, he has a cape and everything. Like, there's the hat. Does he have a hood? He doesn't have a hood. But yeah, the costume is pretty grand. He's got a belt under there. I'm not sure if you could see that. There's the belt. Yeah. No, wait. You got to wait. You have to wait. But we're going to. All right. She says you have to. Okay, we're going to jump to that. All right. So we're going to lift up the cape. Oh no, this is the level of weird ass detail that they throw onto this. There's a butthole. There is literally a button sewn on to be a butthole for him. Why? But also, if you think that's disturbing, that's not the most disturbing thing about this. Nay. Let's smooth out his mustache. Let's do this. Look at this. frightening smile this guy has. Yeah. Those look a little too real, don't they? Yes, they do. Yeah. You know what? You didn't see enough of it. We're gonna show all of it. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. I think real human teeth were used in this. This is somebody's mouth. This is scary. I don't know why I have this in my house. Because my sister-in-law loves me, she says. Oh my god. Oh, sweet baby Yoda. All right, yeah. So that was a tangent and 9/4. Oh, not even a tangent and a half. That was a tangent and 9/4. London Fog saying, the next time you go on a big rant, I'm going to start texting you. Old man yells at cloud. Yeah. Facts. Going back into comments I missed. London Fog saying Shakespeare leading the war on terror every Tuesday morning. Writing on Enterprise was garbage, saying Sir David Percival most of the time. Yeah. London Fog saying these aren't very uplifting words, Shakespeare.
I know, right?
Tomfoolery, more on Enterprise. Shran is the best part of Enterprise. Yeah, it was. Jeffrey Combs, come on. Gandalf Sloth. His love of the halfling's leap has clearly slowed him down. I love that. That's grand. All right, let's get back into document. All right, let's get back into this. If you're enjoying this, my friends, please go. Do consider buying me a cup of coffee at coffee.com/Shakespeare or become a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. But let's continue on, right our final stanza here. Oh, goodness gracious. A kind word from a stranger on a train can lead to new conversation and friends. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's going to come in here. Support each other with shots of dopamine. That'd be funny. Support each other with shots of dopamine. That's 11.
I'll take it.
Support each other with shots of dopamine. Yeah.
That deserves 11.
Support each other with shots of dopamine. I was going to say serotonin, but that would be wrong. Yeah, dopamine is what we want. Your off-screen wife is now lying right below my feet like she is a bearskin rug. So she's an off-screen rug. There we have it. I'm going to put my foot on her. This is... That was a goofball rant only said with love. Thank you. Speaking of love, remember Valentine's Day. If you have someone in your life, is this weekend, my friends. I am yeah, I was leading into that. Yeah. I am fortunate enough to have somebody amazing in my life, off-screen wife, the amazing and wonderful. And I also have my 3 cats. Ralphie, our newest one, who was my father-in-law's cat. Milo, my old boy, who is grumpy and crotchety and poops everywhere. He is not supposed to poop. And Pippin, my little floof of a took. And we're even going to kick things off right this Friday, the 13th, with a Lord of the Rings watch party. The 2 of us and the 3 cats. We're going to have lambast bread that I purchased over the weekend at the Vermont Winter Renaissance Fair. We're going to have Eccles bread. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have all the fantastic things. We're going to eat like hobbits. 7 meals plus an 8th. We're going to have afters. Yeah, it's gonna be grand. So breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies, lunch and tea, supper, dinner, or dinner, supper, and then afters. So it's gonna be grand. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. And the flute of the Tug is in here too. Hi, are you going to come up and say hi? Going to come up and say hi? Yes? You're going to stay just out of reach? Yeah, all right. Let's bring this sonnet home, my friends. All right. Oh, you coming up? Yeah, yeah. Come here. Come here. Nope. Oh, you're bounding out.
You're gonna throw mini.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. He has his Minnie Mouse ball. He likes to throw. All right. He likes to play fetch. All right. Let's bring this home, as I was saying. How much of this show was today just taken up with me going on rants about Star Trek and Enterprise and Jim Kirk, Let Me Help, etc., The Guardian on the Edge of Forever? How much of this show is taken up with random rants, the War on Terror, Happier Times, etc.? Tomfoolery saying, Lord of the Rings Day is lovely, trying to get a party together to do that with all 3 extended editions. Well, if you have cats, there's your party, not there. Like, they might run off. They're not always a fellowship. They are sometimes idiot halflings just doing their own thing, like Merry and Pippin. One of mine is Pippin, so there you have it. A goofball rant that's only said with love. Oh my god, yes. A goofball rant that's only said with love. Not sure if you realized when you typed it was 10 syllables, but there you go. Oh, right. So let's see. Kind words from a stranger on a train can lead to conversation and new friends. Support each other with shots of dopamine. Always realize 10 syllables, fantastic. A kind word from a stranger on the train can lead to conversation and new friends. Support each other with shots of dopamine. Unlike the train ride, friendships need never end. I do these things on purpose, don't you know? I do these things on purpose, don't you know? Oh, said with a Minnesota accent. Well done. Right. Let's finish with the rhyming couplet. My words do express the way I feel. It's unknown to me how they are received. Smart can go a long way. Try it. Goofball run. It's only said with love. Support each other with words of support. I do these things on purpose, don't you know? Oh, goodness gracious, hit the microphone. And now things are unbalanced. Oh, would it be my show if it were balanced? I don't know. Healthy? I don't know. All right. Everything getting cattywampus. Do you have any update on your 11 o'clock?
No.
No update at all?
No.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, you should be. All right. Let's bring this home with our final 2 lines. It's to express the way. All right, let's try that. Build each other up with words of support. So support each other with words of support. So build each other up with words of support. Build each other up with words of support. Rapport. Support. Shreveport. Yeah, that. Why would we say Shreveport? To support. Cavort. Oh yeah. Build each other up with words of support. Kind words expressed for a queen's consort. Speaking with kindness is how we consort. There we go. Well done, London Fog. Yes. All right. I like that. February 10th. 2026. All right. And we call this uplifting words to soothe the soul. All right. Yes. I like this. Okay. Ah, goodness gracious. I like this. Well done. Ah, goodness gracious. Fantastic. Well, my friends, we have writ a really good sonnet today, and I'm so happy that you have joined me here today for it. Um, going into Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day, Palentine's Day, whatever you need it to be, or just an alone on your own day, that is fine too. But act with kindness, because it goes so far. It means the world to each other. It means the world to ourselves as well. There is a wonderful line in Avenue Q: when you help others, you can't help helping yourself. And I I agree with that. I believe in that. And I I think we need to all take a page from that, of just really exercising our abilities to uplift each other, and by extension help our own selves out. It is the way to be human, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. I might be wrong. I've been known to be wrong, but um, I don't think I am. I think I have the right of it in this case. And I know I'm very brave to have this point of view. I know it's like, Shakespeare, you're so brave. You have said, uh, you have said the thing about being nice to each other, and oh, glorious Shakespeare, how could we ever live without your insights? And here's the thing. I know I'm very good. I'm very, very good at this. But let us do one final reading of our sonnet in a moment, after I remind you all, if you would like to support the show, you certainly can. You can go to coffee.com/Shakespeare and get yourself your own sonnet commissioned. For instance, one of these right here. So I'm happy to write a sonnet for you. It does bring me great joy. You can even just buy me a cup of coffee. Let's have a nice last noisy slurp right now. Good internet audio. You know what else is good internet audio? Fearful Gandalf. Can you hear me? Fearful Gandalf. Look at those teefies. Look at those teefies. Yeah, Gandalf, you're freaky. Scared. All right. But yeah, go to coffee.com/Shakespeare, buy me a cuppa, or consider becoming a patron of the art at patreon.com/Shakespeare. TS start at $3, go up to $30, and everybody does get the same rewards right now. I'm going to be adding a brand new top tier. It's going to be a little more exclusive, but working out the final kinks on that. But let us now do one final reading of our document. And that is last week's. And we're almost there. And if I can get everything to please work when I want it to work, then that'll be lovely. Huzzah and hooray. Yeah, there we go. Uplifting words to soothe the soul. We all need a kind word once in a while, improving mood, state of mind, or ego. Supportive notes that can bring on a smile, words that lift you up. Oh, what crescendo. A compliment or just a turn of phrase that shows that you were listening to me. With a few happy words, you brighten my days. My soul needs to be soothed. Speak happily. A kind word from a stranger on the train can lead to conversation and new friends. Support each other with shots of dopamine. Unlike the train ride, friendships need never end. Build each other up with words of support. Speaking with kindness is how we consort. That is a great way to end this. Friends, thank you so very much for joining me today. We'll be back next Tuesday morning to do the exact same thing all over again, but with a different poem. Until next time, take care, love each other, and thaw out the ice in your hearts. I'll see you again soon. I love you. You love me. This mutual, glorious affection. Bye-bye now.